DSS releases Sambo Dasuki after 4 years in custody. The former National Security Advisor, NSA, Colonel Sambo Dasuki, retired, has been released from the custody of the Department of State Services after spending more than 4 years in detention. Dasuki was released by the Department of State Services, DSS, on Tuesday in Abuja, following the directives of the federal government. A senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, and lawyer to the former NSA, Ahmed Raji, confirmed the release of his Colonel Sambo Dasuki. So guys, at last, and the question people have been asking is that why now? Why not then? Why the rush now? What could be the undertone or the reason behind this sudden release? Could it be because of a international, because they call it interference or international support or international cry-outs? Can we call this? Or because of what? Or because they feel, or they are jittering, the federal government jittering? And one lawyer was talking about, it is not about the federal government because they are just complying now with the court order, because it is the court that has a right to set people free or to grant people on bail or to decide on what will happen on the case, the charges on the particular person who is really accused. So it is not the job of the federal government, but because in one way or the other, the judiciary is compromised to an extent, and that's why you see this back and forth, because we see no reason why court will give an order, because it is not the responsibility of the federal government to order anybody's release, but because according to what people are saying, and it is playing out, that they are in charge of all the agencies in this country, and they've already positioned themselves. So I don't know why they are now jittering now. The same people who were talking about national security supersede any form of human rights. So what happens? What makes the difference? What has changed? So we cannot but say because of the cry out of Nigerians, because if Nigerians had not cried out, the cry lots of people saw it. So they will tell you, oh, Nigeria is a sovereign country, is this and that. And meanwhile, when they are going to get some benefits, to get treated, to get their children schooled, they will not know that Nigeria is a sovereign country. The same Nigeria will not be good for them to do all of these things, to get a medical attention, to get their school, to get their children schooling in all those places, to go for medical vacation, to go for all manner of vacation. Every little thing, they are there. Every little thing, they are in all of those places. Nigeria, it will not be good for them at that particular time. But when you are doing the wrong thing and people are saying, no, this is what is obtainable, they begin to come out and say, oh, this is a sovereign country. A sovereign country that cannot stand on its own and do the meaningful things. That you yourself, a sovereign country that you don't even believe in. You cannot even get services in that your sovereign country. Who is deceiving who? Of course, they will deceive those people who came to beat the Jadinian. You could see them. They were carrying placard, and I've said it several times. Ask those people who were carrying that placard if they can write, if they can even read what they were carrying, what things that were written on the placards. They cannot. So those are the people they are talking about. Those are the people even Femi Adesina is talking about, that the majority of them don't even care of the rearrest of Sowore in the first place. You can imagine, those are the people, and they just want to continue to keep those people. And they are not doing service. They are doing the service to the masses of Nigeria. You can see the level of those people. Very, very unfortunate and very, very shameful and embarrassing that it's got to this stage. When they say release, courts have said release this person, but you fear that national security. It is this present administration that we are hearing a lot of things. They are changing a lot of things. Something that is not even from their, is not even their duty, is not even their job. They have a different job to do. Now they are usurping power, doing all manner of things, quoting law. Are you the one to decide whether something is a national security? Is it not this work of the judiciary? Oh my goodness. But now, what did they receive? Shame. Now, because what happened now, because there was no court, whatever, as we speak now, immediately they release him. So now, they are telling us now, the federal government now is now the judiciary. Is now the judiciary. Even the DSS, they will tell you, say they are operating in the best practices, international best practices. They will be speaking English that they don't even act on or they don't even understand. Very, very embarrassing, very, very shameful. Now they are releasing the man onto what now? Still on the court order. Are they not now? They're not complying with the court order. Let them continue. They should just do the needful so that this embarrassment they are getting will be minimal. If not, they will surely hear them. Yeah, they will hear them. Someone says, what has the government gained from all the detentions rather than bad belly and negative impressions from Nigerians? Must they go that route? That is the question. This is shameful. US government has to teach us how to respect the rule of law. So shameful. Some useless people say what is the problem of USA? But same people travel to USA for medical trip. What a useless set of people, hypocritical set of people. Buhari government is useless according to what this person is saying. If people did not hail me for my contribution in releasing Showore and Dasuki, this person say, I will hail myself. What about Zazaki? They should release him too with immediate effect, or else America will come after them. Lawless and wicked governments. Why will people not be talking like this? No, why will people not be reacting in this manner? Because at the end of the day, what did they gain? Why this grandstanding all this while? All this year, you can imagine this man. Is he not infringing on a human right? Now that they have released this man now, what has happened with the national security? What has happened? And someone is still talking about Ezazaki also should be released. Buhari, you and your DSS, what did you gain in holding these people? I will tell you what you gain. You gain bad name, wickedness, failure, poverty, also bringing bad name to our dear Nigeria. Evil people, you and your gang. Gang up will continue to lose any fight you fight, Nigerians. Loser will continue to be a loser. We lose and lose and lose. You have lost in this 2019 and 2020. You and your evil people, you will also lose. That is my prayer for you guys. Someone say, all thanks to the US government for their intervention. The fear of America at work. Of course, a lot of them are jittering. And don't be surprised, majority of them have houses in the UK, in US and all of that. You can imagine how many of all those politicians you have seen from UK, from the US, all other countries coming to build houses in Nigeria. We are not ashamed of ourselves. They will be chanting, we are a sovereign country. What is America's business? What is America's business in a affair? They should stop poke-nosing. According to Femi Adesina, that they should stop poke-nosing. They have a lot of things to chew. They have a lot of challenges to go with. They have challenges, and your people are running there every now and then. See, when you know a country that is working, you will see the influx of people, foreigners, into that country. That is when you know a country is working, because nobody wants to associate with failure. Nobody wants to associate with failure. You will see people running into that country because that country is working. How many? What can we say? We are talking of this. We are not talking of all those. We are talking of real people running to countries. How many of them are coming into our country? Very, very embarrassing. They should continue in their way. Whether it will yield result for them or it will help them in the long run. Someone say, infamous Adesina and Lai Mohammed, including Abba Aruba Isewu. Please answer these questions. Is Nigeria no longer a sovereign nation? Good question. People who has lost it, but we always seek relevance by making mockery of themselves in the name of issuing public statements. Where is Mr. Lai Mohammed? Maybe he's not aware. Confused set of people. All hail the pressure from the United States of America. Nonsense people. You guys have kept him there now just because USA threatened you guys. Please, who bastardized our economy can now hold parties and enjoy their loot. Nigeria will hate thee. Okay, that is not the question. If you know he has, I don't know why these people reason like this. If you know that this person has bastardized the economy and you have evidence against him, why can't you throw him to jail? Why keeping him? So you are going to keep him forever? That's why when people are saying this, the supporters of this government, that there's a particular way they reason, you just be wondering, okay, you have all this evidence, then why can't he be thrown into the prison and let him go and enjoy his loot there? You just kept him for no reason. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Thanks to the US government, Buhari, please try and change your ways because of your family, because you don't have any good record in this country. I'm surprised that even at old age, people are behaving like this. People that say, So, guys, I wouldn't want to talk much. There's mixed reactions, even when the man was released, and at the end of the day, the man is really gone home. What have they really gained at the end of the day? What is happening now to the national security they've been clamoring for? What has changed? What has happened? So, guys, I'll leave your comments below in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.